Okay, we're gonna try and go live on YouTube. I have never done vertical video live on YouTube. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna play some leopards over here. Let's see what happens. One person is here. Oh my God, YouTube in this vertical live. I'm playing my leopard song, which is the thing that I do on TikTok when I post new content, because TikTok Live pushes content based on if you are on live. So there's one person here. You are going to get, 11 people are here. Let's go. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. We bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, never thought the leopards would eat my face. Slow it down now. Okay, so I'm playing this because I just posted a video about the fact that Donald Trump supporters flew all the way to DC for the inauguration, and now they can't get in because Trump is doing it inside because he says it's too cold. Meanwhile, the inauguration is always outside in January in DC. And now his fans are upset. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. How are they surprised that a scammer is scamming them? I don't know. Slow it down now. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. No, I never thought it would happen to me. Bonded over bigotry, but they... I have to burp. Sorry. Weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Did you also hear that Soldier Boy is going to perform at the inauguration? Oh! I gotta be honest, I never was a fan. I'm feeling vindicated. Someone I've always hated is finally getting that just desserts. Better late than never always works. I'm feeling vindicated. Everybody, I'm feeling vindicated. The sweater is from Staud, S-T-A-U-D. Someone I've always hated is finally getting their just desserts. Better late than never always works. I'm feeling vindicated. I'm hating not to find. I'm hating for a living. Don't ask me why. They'll never be for people. Y'all don't talk over here. I mean, I'm glad y'all are listening, but I can multitask. I am reading comments and playing and singing at the same time. This is my first time doing vertical live on YouTube, and they told me up and down, oh, this is going to push your content. 28 people are here. I don't know. And y'all are commenting. So drop some comments. Like the live. I don't know how this works. Can you double tap the screen? Does it like? I don't know. Okay. I'm hating not to find. I'm hating for a living. Don't ask me why. They'll never be forgiven. Cause they're finally getting what they deserve. Better late than never always works. Y'all are so quiet. I'm feeling vindicated. No, we are 5 minutes and 12 seconds in, and I sang 2 songs. Sorry, just enjoying what feels like a private concert. Yeah, this is supposed to be a conversation. This is social media. So y'all gotta put the social in media. I can't do all of the work. What's good, y'all? It's Saturday. Oh, I just posted a new short, YouTube shorts, and I posted a new video this week. My goal is every Friday I'm gonna post a long form video here on YouTube. I'm gonna try and start going live more often. The girlies over at YouTube told me that the vertical live is where it's at, and again, here I see 34 people here. It's not giving what I thought it was gonna give. I do not have any MLK Day plans. No, going to the gym. That's the only thing I'm doing. Monday is one of my gym days. So look at this. The TikTok's. Well, let's see how it's doing over on Shorts. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Julia. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah, I mean, it just went up, so it's not, there's not that many comments on it yet. Not that many views on it yet. Do you think TikTok is actually going to get banned? Yes, so it is supposed to go dark tonight. So yeah, that's definitely happening. For how long? I don't know. There is a chance that Trump is going to save it. It now kind of feels like this was the plan all along, that he pushed. You might get more if you announce the live beforehand. Yeah, you know what? The last minute nature of it feels fun to moi. But you are correct. In the future, I will announce. Look, we got 40 people here. That's better than nothing. 7 minutes in, y'all are doing the thing. I swear I'm moving so differently in the new year. Amen to that. I don't think it'll be for long. Dump will use this as a win for himself. I believe so too. I believe so too. I believe that this was the plan all along. I believe Democrats are really stupid for laying this up for him, because they very easily could have just said, we're not banning it. But instead, Biden said, oh, let him figure it out. Sir, why would you do that? That's not smart. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy belated birthday. What's on your 2025 bingo card, especially the free space? I don't have a 2025 bingo card. Oh, hey, savory exposure. And even Facebook joined TikTok. Yeah, I mean, come on. What's in my free space? I don't know. I mean, leopards eating faces. Fuck around and find out. The possible ceasefire will be another L for Democrats. So sad. I mean, someone said this, and I think it was a good thing to point out. The possibility of TikTok being banned is bad for Palestine, because a lot of the way that we were able to talk about this ongoing genocide was because people were seeing it happen in real time on social media. Now, if TikTok is down, who knows what's about to start happening over there? We won't see it. And to me, I think that unfortunately was a lot of the lobbying that was happening was as a result of the way people were talking about that. Okay, I just shared your videos with friends who never heard of you. Oh, hi, Joel. Thank you so much. They love it. Happy 2025. Thank you so much for sharing my content. I'm always going to appreciate that. Oh, yeah, so many TikTok lives from Gaza. Yeah, I mean, so many people have been radicalized because of TikTok, and they don't like that. They don't like that. It has been such a strange time. Look at this. We are halfway through January, and it feels like so much has already happened in 2025. Someone just reminded me, the people getting run over in New Orleans happened. Like there's been shootings. There's just been so much stuff. We are like, I don't know if I can take it anymore. It's too much. And we haven't even gotten to the inauguration. Oh my God. Not to mention the Supreme Court upheld the ban 9-0. Exactly. It feels like they're all working together. It should be shut down in like 15 minutes is the claim. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Who knows? Look at this. I rode the wheel. I rode that bitch till the wheels fell off. I posted 3 videos today, which is very rare for me. No, I posted 4 videos today on TikTok. I heard that even if it goes down, we will still get that January check. And I would love that for me. Will you be on the read anytime soon? Not to my knowledge, unless you know something I don't know. Everything is unhinged, but this reminds me of January 2020. Things were off the rails then too. Oh my goodness. Know what it makes me think of? Watching the freaking insurrection happen live online. That shit was wild. It's not even 30 days. I think we return it. Cancel the subscription, something. 2025 is ghetto. Yes, I think we should unplug 2025, let it sit for a minute, and plug it back in. I think that's what we should do. Ken Russell, who is that? Oh, he's one of my friends. Most prophetic song ever. Keep singing. Hi, Francesca. Hey, Greta. So what do y'all want to talk about? Come on, y'all, like YouTube Live. Oh, wait. Want to say hi to my son? Come here, Flex. Come on, puppy boy. Come on. Say hi. Say hi, YouTube. You know about TikTok Live. What do you know about YouTube Live? What do you know about that? This is Flex. This is my son. This is my man. Say hi, Flex. Yeah, puppy boy. Good dog. And if you notice Flex's haircut, guess who did it? Me. Because someone has been banned from the groomer. And you know why he got banned from the groomer? Because he bit the groomer. He is a menace to society. He bit the groomer like a just a bad little puppy. I know I'm talking about you. And how you bit that man and I didn't get my money back. I still had to pay for the half of a haircut your ass got. He looked a mess. And I still had to pay for it. What is that about? I said I can't even get half off? Couldn't even give me a discount? He said no. And don't bring him. You know what I'm talking about. You know what you did. But I still love you. The groomer, the claw to him, and he went feral. Oh, wait, you want to see? Wait, look. Who is that? Come on now. Oh, come on. Yeah, you said I don't like that claw. When I tell you, here's the thing about Flex. The reason his name is Flex is because when I first got him, he was so mean. He bit me on day 1. And I know that's hard to believe because look at this little lover. Look at this little mushy man. He is such a little baby, a spoiled little brat. But when I first got him, there was a moment where I said, I think I made a mistake. I need to give this child back. And unfortunately, fortunately, the woman from the shelter couldn't come get him. And she said, well, I can come get him in a week. So I had another week with this little wild beast. And he was sleeping on the couch because I would not let him in my room. I was terrified. There was a stranger in my house. I took a while to figure out. And one morning I woke up. He had gotten his way into my bedroom because Flex knows how to open doors. And he was in the bed with me. And I said, I do not consent. And he was snuggled up next to me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. And now here we are 5 years later. And this is my child. And he sometimes is still rude, as evidenced by biting the groomer. He does bite. He does. But he knows who butters his bread. He knows who keeps the lights on. So he keeps it cute with me most of the time. He's looking at you like, why are you telling my business? It's true. He's so expressive. He's so smart. Okay, let's see what these comments say. These comments say, once you sell a pilot, oh, this is great. Let's talk about this. Once you sell a pilot and they decide not to produce it, can you not try to sell it somewhere else? Great question. No. The material belongs to the person who I sold it to. Unless I want to buy it back, and sometimes there's stipulations in your contract that after a certain amount of time, the ownership goes back to you. But in my experience, everything that I've sold belongs to the network that I sold it to, and if they decide not to produce it, that's it. But I've been able to use those pilots to get other jobs. If you remember all of those sketches I did for Comedy Central, those were from my Comedy Central pilot. So those have gotten me other jobs. I've shared them. I actually might do a live stream of the pilot. I think that would be really fun. Can you share more about the America's Next Top Model podcast? How did this come about? Great question. So the podcast is on Audible. It's called We Were All Rooting for You. If you don't have Audible already, you can use the free trial. There's a 30-day free trial. It's only 8 episodes. The way that happened is the producers, so the show is on Audible, but it's produced by a company called Best Case, and they were interviewing people to host the show. They interviewed me, and when they reached out to my reps, they were like, hey, we got this request for you to interview for this job. How do you feel about it? And I was like, absolutely, sign me up. I was an America's Next Top Model stan. I would love to do this job. So I took a meeting with the producers, and honestly, I'm so thankful they hired me, but in hindsight, I probably looked like completely unhinged because I was like, you need to give me this job. I will pay you to let me do this job. It was so fun. It was so much work. It really worked out because I was producing that show in the middle of the strikes. And so I talked about the fact that TikTok supplemented my income during the strike, but so did that podcast at Audible. And so did Acast. I have a podcast at Acast called Let Me Fix It with my best friend that we sold the year prior, or no, our deal closed the year of the strike, the middle of the strike. So that's how I paid my bills, was podcasting and TikTok. If you sell a pilot, do you keep the money? Is it like a book advance? So yeah, you keep the money. I mean, you deliver the product. The fact that they decide not to go to series does not impact the product. Like, you paid me to write a pilot, I wrote it, and then you decided not to go forward, so the money is mine. Wow, so it's been in the works for a while. Well, the podcast is out. Yeah, so I produced We Were All Rooting for You, and I hosted and produced. And so when I say produced, it means I also wrote the episodes. I didn't write them from scratch. We had another producer, Liz Fields, and Brent. What is Brent's last name? I don't know what Brent's last name is, but they took the first draft, and then I did a punch up and put things into my own words. So yeah, I recorded that during the strike. So that was almost all of 2023 and a little bit of the top of 2024. And then Audible did a bunch of testing. They have a very rigorous process before they release podcasts. And let me tell you, it was torture. Every time something would happen in the news, top model or Tyra related, I was like, where is the podcast? And it took a long time, but now it's out. We got great reviews. We submitted for some awards, which I'm excited about. So yeah. Okay, look at you punching up other people's drafts. I mean, she's a writer. Yeah, I mean, that's part of my job. Especially if I'm hosting something, I can't just read what's on the page, especially if I don't agree with how it's written. And no shade to Brent, but he's a man. And sometimes he would just write things in ways that I would not say. And Liz, my other producer, she did a really, I feel like she had a really good grasp of my voice, but even still, there was just sometimes that there were things that she didn't know about me, so I would have to kind of infuse my point of view. We talked a lot about body image on the show, and for example, I talked about how I talked so negatively about my body when I was younger, and I went and I pulled out my old journals and I read from some of them, and we added that into the show. And that just came out of me saying that I had looked at my old journals, and because I was working on another project, and my mom sent me all my journals from middle school and high school, and I was reading them, and I was genuinely shocked at the way that I was talking to and about myself. And I was like, maybe we could put this in the show. Okay. I love hearing about the different ways you've been able to build a career as a writer, including jokes for Peloton instructors. That was not me. I did not write jokes for Peloton instructors. I had a friend that did. Do you mind sharing other ways you've worked as a writer beyond? Yeah, I've punched up stuff for, well, most recently I worked on John Legend's Christmas special, and he had these like backup singers that they wanted to do like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but like a John Legend, like funny version. And so like my pitch, well, he wanted them to be called the Sleigh Bells. And so like I came up with like jokes for them. Like they each had like different names. Like one was Ginger Snap, one was Hot Cocoa, and the other one was, oh my god, I don't remember what the other one's name was. And then I had to write like little fun like bits for them. Like, was the night before Christmas and all through the house, da 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 da. I can't even remember. Like I had some jokes about how, you know, how mom and dad are basically Santa Claus and how they wrap all the presents. Like when the kids are asleep, mommy and daddy don't get to go to sleep because they have to wrap all the presents. And what are some other things? I really don't remember. It was true. Like I just did it. Like I don't even know. This is January. I did it at the top of December, and I got that job because I worked on Black Girls Rock. I wrote for Tracy Ellis Ross. I've worked for Black Girls Rock 4 times. That's like the first award show I ever worked for, and the choreographer at Black Girls Rock was Jamel McWilliams, and because of working with him, I worked with Janelle Monáe on the Oscars. And so Jamel and I had become friends, and then he was choreographing for these sleigh bells for John Legend, and they just like needed someone to do a punch up, a punch pass is what they call it, and I got called, and I did the punch up. Networking, networking, networking. Yes, it's not always what you know, but who you know. I didn't realize I followed you since 2011 during your lock journey. You gave me some ideas for different styles. Last year made 20 years starting my locks. Amazing. So part of actually me growing my hair out for braids was to make some hair content. Have I done it? No. I just have been kind of like spread thin. I'm glad you were shocked because besides the obvious bad things, it's a good way to see how you've grown. Oh, that's nice of you to say. You said the pilot helped you get other jobs. What jobs could producing a pilot lead to? Well, to be clear, every pilot I've written has not been produced. So there's a difference between you write it and then producing it means it actually gets filmed and shot. And then in the edit is when like that version of the producing happens. The pilot that I made for Comedy Central, I did get to produce because we filmed it. And you know, that one didn't go to series, but then we like had a writer's room, and so then I got to, you know, I got to produce some sketches from that. I worked on a Nickelodeon, was it Nickelodeon? No, I worked on a Disney Channel show that was like a kid's version of SNL that was during the pandemic. I don't remember what it was called. It was called, I don't remember what it's called. I can look it up on IMDb. But I submitted some of the sketches. Hey, don't lick yourself. I submitted sketches from, do you want to sit up here? Come on. Come here if you want to sit with me or not. Okay, because you're not going to be annoying. Oh, okay. He just hit my hand while I'm trying to type. That is not nice. Don't do that. Okay. Do most of these opportunities come through network, or does your agent pitch you for these things? Oh my God, don't do that. Here, sit right here. Sit. You're not gonna smack my hand while I'm typing. That's just not nice. Okay, so it's a mix of things. Like sometimes you have to interview for a job, sometimes you have to submit for a job. It just depends on what the job is. So for a lot of writing jobs, they just want writing samples. For acting jobs, you need, it was called Disney Channel Holiday House Party. I worked on Preschool the Musical and Disney Channel's Halloween House Party. I've been here since crazy things white girls say, paraphrasing the title. Yeah, it was shit white girls say. If you could take any of your pilots back and produce it yourself, money be damned, which would you pick? Oh my God, Refriended I think is still one of the best things I've written. Shamika and I would have starred in it, and it was just so funny, and I haven't seen anything like it on TV. So we've seen your wallpaper in Abbott Elementary. Are we going to get to see your face as a guest? I mean, I have not been asked to audition for Abbott Elementary, so, not that I know of. I would definitely audition if an opportunity came around. I have friends in the writer's room, and I'm friends with Janelle, and I'm friends with Quinta, and who else is over there that I'm friends with? Jordan Temple, who worked on Decoded, good friend of mine. Brittany Nichols is also over there. Yeah, I would be down. It just hasn't happened. Okay. I'm old enough to remember people calling all that the kids' version of SNL. That's valid. Okay. The writing profession seems really challenging. The strike was very illuminating. I don't understand how writers are at the bottom of the totem pole when you need them for projects. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's anything that I've learned over recent years, and like the TikTok ban is part of that too, is a lot of people do not value creatives. A lot of people think that if you are doing something artistic, that it's not real work and you don't deserve to be paid for it. And that is a pervasive problem across every industry. If you're in the music business, they don't want to pay you that much. If you're a writer, they don't want to pay you that much. If you're a journalist, they want to pay you that much. If you're an actor, unless you're fucking Brad Pitt, they don't want to pay you. They just think like, well, this is fun for you. And the TikTok ban is a great example. The writer strike was a great example. There were so many people that would say to me, well, just get a real job. And I'm like, well, this is a real job. Just because it's not physically labor intensive, I'm still using my brain and I'm still working. Exposure, exactly. If you're a painter, people think you're not working. People also don't value nature and wildlife educational content either. Listen, there are many things going to be true, right? A lot of people think art and entertainment is just for pleasure when those things are an important part of a healthy society. I agree. Thanks. Centuries of hijacking creatives through money to manifest something from nothing is a skill. Ooh, shade. Yes, if it takes too long, they want to say why. If you do something quickly, they want to question the cost. It's so true. We met briefly at your New York show for the that escalated quickly book tour. Any new books in the pipeline? Yeah, I've been asked about writing another book, and I have thought about it. Right now, I don't have it in me. But maybe, I'm open to it. People have always considered art and media as fake, not worthwhile employment. Yeah, and it doesn't help that like the arts have been stripped away in our schools. I went to performing arts middle and high school, and then I went to college for acting, and then I left and studied graphic design. So like I've always been artsy. I've always had multiple creative talents and passions. I play instruments, I sing songs, I can draw, I can act, I can do impressions. I cannot dance. I can like step touch, right? With passion, with enthusiasm, but you're not gonna get me doing choreography. And so I've always wanted to be in the arts. Oh, and I went to school for design, so like, I have an eye in that respect. And so to me, I've always known that my talent is worthwhile. That's why they want to usher in AI, talk about it. That's why the AI bros will argue you up and freaking down when you say like, that's not art. They're like, yes, it is. Everyone can make art. It's like, no, everyone can't. I mean, everyone can make something, but all art is not equal. And if you're using AI, you're not making art. You're telling a computer to steal other people's art and create an amalgamation of it based on the prompt you gave it, but that does not make you an artist. It doesn't. And you can be as mad as you want. If I give you a pencil and me a pencil, one of us can draw and the other one can't. And that's okay. That's okay. What prompted the move from acting to design? So when I was in acting school, I got a job working for the School of Public Health's website. I went to a computer camp in middle school and I learned HTML. And so I kept a website. I had a website since middle school. And there was a job at the School of Public Health updating the website for $20 an hour. And I was like, whoa, oh my God, money, 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 money. And so I applied for the job and I got it. And I was like, yo, maybe I should study design, because I had no like actual skills beyond computer camp. And I had like a bootleg of Photoshop. Oh my God. And so, and everything else was like self-taught. So I did some research and I found a school in Miami. I was also in Michigan and it was really cold. I'm a Florida girl and I was just like over it. And so I found a school in Miami and I left and I studied graphic design. And that's what I got my degree in. Oh, hi, Tony. What are the 3 of your favorite jobs, projects you were able to participate in over the years? Ooh, okay, it's really hard to rank them, but Helpsters on Apple TV was so fun. It's a kids show, and I did 3 episodes of it, and it's a kids show with puppets, and I had never worked with puppets before, and I got to sing. I mean, truly, like, the perfect job for me. It was so cool. It's produced by Sesame Street. And the puppets were awesome. The actors were really cool. I loved my costumes. I loved the music. I got to harmonize. Like, it was just a perfect use of my skills. And one of the puppeteers wanted to possibly develop something with me, which I was really open to, but like, I just can't do any more unpaid development. So I was just like, look, if you figure out what it is and you want me to help sell it, I'm down to do it. But I can't do all the grunt work of development for no money. Puppets or Muppets? Puppets. So I think there were like 5 or 6 puppets. They were so freaking cool. They were like all different sizes and like one was in a full body. Let me see if I can find a picture. Ooh, there's 61 people here. Okay, let's see if I can find a picture. Franchesca Ramsey Helpsters. Oh, here, maybe I just searched Amazing Alley. Okay, let's look at the questions. Oh man, where? I know there's a picture on my Instagram somewhere. I would have to just like go digging to find it. Google is a joke now. Yeah, I mean, I will say I'm usually a very good Googler, but I don't know. I can't find it. Told you that you needed time to let people come in on YouTube. It takes a minute. Yeah, listen, when you're right, you're right. I have not used live on YouTube in so long. And I have never gone live on my phone on YouTube before. So, you know, you learn. Okay, shout out to the homie Cheska Lee. You mentioned Save the Cat. Writes for TV, and I'm currently flashing out season 4 of my Black Superhuman Prestige series. Much love to you. Hell yeah. Leopards in the chat. Put leopards emojis in the chat. That is incredible. If you want to write Save the Cat, I can't say enough good things about that book. Your granny routine brought the many laughs. The face-off routine with Tracy Ellis Ross was hilarious. Glad to connect with you on this channel. Oh my goodness. We go way back. Leopards in the chat for my man who got Save the Cat. I am desperate to find this Helpsters photo. I am searching for it. Flex, go. You're not going to sit here and put your butt like all over me and be a nuisance. Okay. Are you going to keep your TikTok page live? Not sure what will happen to the US pages for us in the US. When the site goes dark, I won't be able to do anything. So yes, it will remain live, as in it will continue existing. I won't have access to it. I won't be able to do anything to it. Where is this frickin'? Oh no, it's got to be after this. Because I definitely, my hair. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay, this is it. My hair was red and short. This had a person inside it. And then these, like, this guy was on like a little like skateboard. Like he was sitting on it like that. And then like these people were up. Well, the funniest thing about puppeteers is that, well, not all of them, but the guy who played this one, I forget what his name is, but he would remain in character between takes. The camera would go off and he'd be like, okay. Like, it was so fucking funny. Just a method actor, just fully immersed in the character. It was so cool. As a viewer, are you more of a reality TV show girly or a scripted TV watcher? I do not watch any reality TV. No shade, I just don't like it. It's not my thing. Thoughts on certain rappers selling out for Trump check? How long before the leopards eat their face? I think they are trash. I'm so disappointed, but also not surprised. A lot of people, they don't care about, they're just selling out for a check. Which is a perfect time. Let's do one more Leopards rendition and then I'm gonna rock and roll. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. No, sorry. I just needed to move. Sorry. Y'all are like, what is wrong with her? Okay, sorry. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. No, whoa. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. I turned my back on my own kind, but I somehow thought that I'd be fine. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. We bonded over bigger tree, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my, the leopards would eat my, the leopards would eat my face. The leopards would eat my, the leopards would eat my, the leopards would eat my face. One time in Spanish. Nunca pensé que los leopardos me comerían la cara, no. Nunca pensé que los leopardos me comerían la cara. Le di la espalda a los míos y pensé que todo iría bien. No, nunca pensé que los leopardos comieran la cara. You ought to do your own one-woman show, soap opera type. Yeah, I'm actually working on a musical one-woman show to hopefully tour this year. So I'm super excited about it. Thanks for hanging out. 61 people strong. Put some leopards in the chat. If you like the leopard song, put some leopards in the chat. If you like a leopard song, give me that leopard song. Give me some leopards in the chat. Give me a leopard. Give me a leopard. I pee freely. Give me some leopards in the chat. Livia, Logan, Ebony, Mode, Tanisha, and Passion. Everybody, Tony, leopards in the chat. Theodore. Wait, I missed somebody. Street, Angel. Logan, Matthew, Danielle. Passion, 8. For God. Why? Kai. 6978. Okay, there's too many names. Okay, this was so fun. My country people say leopard. Good to know. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Saturday. Let's do this again. Next time I'm gonna like advertise what time. It'll be very fun, very cool. Have a great night. Stay safe. Please go watch my new leopard song and my long form new show, Fransplaining. We did 40 minutes. Good talk, good chat.